Okay, we've got another penny box in front of us, ready to look for the treasures of many different types of pennies and kinds of pennies. Got this from my mom's Federal Credit Union, which is a little bit different from where I usually get these. What? That's sad. That's not like I live in my mom's basement or anything. I mean, I just moved out just last week. Whatever. Silver Chupacabra here, aka Jeff. Some people call me Silver Chup, some Chup. Those are the ones that have a hard time either spelling it or pronouncing it. No, I'm just kidding on that. Anyway, we're here for a nice little penny treasure hunt today. Can't wait to get into it. It is from my mom's Federal Credit Union. I've actually had some good boxes from there. Anyway, here are some of the holes we're looking to fill today. And each one of these, I mean, there are no semi-key dates here, so these always have a pretty good chance, other than the Steelies, to fill in. And of course, the other one from, 1909 to 1941 is the big empty, although we did fill out one spot last time out in 1930 there, which is pretty cool. The one thing that is a little bit different, or actually probably a couple of things, I do have a backup now, so all these ones that I could not fit into my main collection book, I've got now a backup for. And then after that, anything I get that's extra probably goes back into circulation. Let somebody else find them. But use some of the pennies from the last time out to actually fill in what's in now. I got this at the Denver Coin Expo from last week. Take a look at this one. This one is sold. I got this like for 39 cents, I believe it is. That it only goes up to 64D. It's that old. Nice. And one other thing that I did get some collection books for at that expo is Canadian cents. So, at the end of this, I'll show you the Canadian cents books and kind of see what holes I've got filled for that one. I don't get that many, other than that collection up I got. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the top side of this and see if we have any enders. Some old looking ones. Be nice to see a wheat back in there. Let's take a look. Okay, the top side of the box here, looking at some enders. You can see definitely some nice new shiny ones in there. Bada boom, bada bang. Notice this, by the way. I've been noticing a lot of these shield pennies. They're toning up nice and brown, just like some of the old ones. It's kind of a little bit frustrating, to be honest, when you see something like that and you go, "Oop, it's old." And no, it's not. Anyway, they're kind of a mishmash of copper and zinc in there. This one looks like it's got some potential there. That one's from the 70s there. I don't see anything like my last nickel box with a big buffalo nickel sticking out of there, but potential. And remember, those are only the enders. Let's go ahead and start looking for what is inside. So, on to roll one of the penny box. And already have a find. I was going to say one thing, maybe I haven't mentioned this before, but I always spread out my coins like this. Now, why? Well, what I'll do is I'll take my eyeglass here and go all the way through. I just like to look for things that are kind of popping out. And that way I can kind of video them that way. Well, this one's no different. So as I'm going through here, and I noticed that oddity. If you've seen those little dots around the perimeter of the coin before you know that's Canadian. Let's take a look. Yeah, she's toasty. Nice brown toning there for Elizabeth. What is the year? 2000. Nice. I'll come back again if this roll provides any other finds. You're on to roll 3. So far, this looks like it's going to be a Canadian cent box rather than a Lincoln. Well, most of them are Lincoln, of course. But take a look at this one. Wow, that's not Elizabeth. That means this is at least going to be in the 50s. As usual, I flipped these over wrong. Take a look at that. 1945 Canadian cent. Love it. We'll go through the rest of this roll, and I'll let you in if we find anything. Okay, fourth roll in, and we've got our first weedy find. It is a 1941 out of Philadelphia. Halfway decent shape. I'll check for the DDO and come back in if it is what it is. We're on to roll 8 of this penny hunt. I'm not bringing you in for a weedy, but I'm bringing you in for the first year memorial that is just out of this world stellar. It is easily, I'm not even going to touch the surface on it. You can see for yourself. It's got steps to it, though. I don't think I've ever had a 59 come out like this before. But she is beautiful, and I would say easily mint state. I'll bring you back in if we find anything else in this roll. On to roll 23. It's been a very, very, very dry box so far. But hopefully we've got something going here. Let's go ahead and go down and take a travel here. Look at that. So we got a 1955D there. We'll pull her out. A little bit of green gunk on the top. But we're not going to be very picky about things. And that is indeed a wheat. We already knew it was a wheat. It's 55. But if we go down even further, let's see what we spy. Looky here. I see a wheat back. And there it is. A lot of definition in those wheat shocks. Usually that means 50s or late 40s, somewhere right around there. But as I said, we haven't had a whole lot, so we'll take what we get. Oh, another 1941. Seems to be a popular year. I'll take a quick look at, see if it's the DDO, but if I don't come back with it, that means it isn't. We'll continue on with this roll, see if there's any more goodies in it. We're on roll 25, halfway through the box. And we have another find. We're almost at the end of this roll, by the way. 1940 out of Philadelphia. Nice one. While we're here, got another nice early memorial, 1960D there, in really nice shape as well. Let's finish up this roll. Bring you in if I find anything. On to roll 26. Things are heating up. We've had a few Wheaties in the last few rolls. Once again, I've got it in the stack, so let's get down to the roll and see if you can spot something. Oop, looky there. You can see the wheat shock coming out of there. Let's go ahead and pull it out. It's in really nice condition, even a little bit of red peeking out down here on the bottom. Think about what age you think that is. 50s, 40s? 1909 SVDB. Well, that's not going to happen. There's no VDB down there. Anyway, let's see what it is. Slow reveal. 57D. Awesome. Yep, still have a whole roll to go through. I'll come back if we have any finds. So, as you can see, we are actually now on roll 47. And it has been one big empty since the last time I talked to you. I haven't had a box like this in a long time, so it's been kind of shocking in some ways. Now, when I say emptiness, by the way, I've had plenty of dates to look for varieties, but I haven't found any, by the way. But no Wheaties during that time. In fact, I'm thinking I'm going to bring another penny box in here to make this a little more complete. But anyway, I did chop in here to actually show a find. 1947 D Denver. I'll finish off the rest of this roll, see if we got anything, and return when we do. On to roll 48. All of a sudden, the box perks up a little bit. So I laid out the roll here. We got one of these again. Let's go down, see if you can spot the 7th Wheatie of the box. Wait a minute, what is that? Ah. So we've got something right there. A little interesting toning there for half of the coin. Let's see what we got. 1942, Philadelphia. We'll look through the rest of the roll, bring you in if there is anything of interest. On to roll 49, next to the last roll of this box. And another find has come up very early on in the roll. Is the 1946 out of Philadelphia. Check the roll, bring you back in if anything pops up. So we have finished this box off. We have 8 wheat finds, as you can see up on the boards, and a couple of Canadians on there. And I think for the first time, there's such a low number of wheats on here, I think we're going to include a second box. So get ready for that box to happen. Okay, ladies and gents, so here is the penny box, the second one. This is number 13. I've been forgetting to write these numbers down for these, but 13th penny box hunt of the year. Let's go ahead and take a look at the enders, see if we actually see anything. It looks like a pretty decent mix of old, in other words, zinc and copper. I don't necessarily see anything that's sticking out to me, but you might see something. Anyway, we'll have to find out what's inside these. Let's go ahead and get her started. Okay, so took us a bit to find something. We did find a Wheatie as we go through here. Let's see if you can spot it. We are on the 7th roll. My. I see a shock of wheat. Let's pull her out here. And see what we got. 1945, Philadelphia. I believe we've got another one of those, but awesome. Let's see if we can get this train rolling on Wheaties. Look through the rest of this roll and see if we've got any more. Roll 8 of the hunt provides us at least one more wheat. She's sticking out early in this roll. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oops, rolled the wrong way. 1956 out of Denver. Look through the rest of the roll and let you back in if you find anything. Okay. We are on roll 23. So, once again, another big, long gap between rolls with anything viable. We came upon this at the end of the roll. It is a 1957 out of Denver. Let's go to that next roll. Roll 26 is the one we're on. Still being mainly dry, but we do have another 1957 out of Denver. Let's go to the next roll. Roll 27, so we're a little bit past halfway. And that was rolling out here. And it is something a little bit different. It's got those little dots around the perimeter again. Must be Canadian. So there we go. A bit of an older portrait. And 2004 is the date on that. I'll check the rest of this roll and take me back in if I find anything. Roll 33 of the box. And I don't know how I missed it because it was an ender. We got a 1954 out of Denver. Let's take just a quick look at the back. Good. We'll take a look at the rest of the roll here. And I'll let you know if there's anything there if I find something. On to roll 35, which I have just unraveled. Going down the vast expanses of this roll, look for the coin that has the dots around the perimeter. Looky, there you are. So, we got another Canadian cent. Let's see, that's one of her older portraits, meaning when she's a little bit older. So it's a newer coin. I'm actually going to turn this coin the right way for once. Got it. It's about time. Anyway, 1999. Ooh, Prince is in the house. If there's anything else in this coin roll, I'll bring you back. Okay, we are on to roll 43, I believe it is. And I just opened up this roll. This is a lot of new ones in there. Well, 22, 23, something like that. But I did spy something right there. Barely peeking out. It looks like a Wheatie. Let's see what we got. Slow reveal. Well, I messed up the slow reveal, but you can see it's another 1942 out of Philadelphia. I think that's the second one we got. But at least it's a Wheatie. That's awesome. I'll come back on this roll if we find anything. Okay, we are on roll 47. And I think we've got something here that I really wouldn't even expect in a penny roll. Not nowadays, that's for sure. You'll see it here in a second. Well, Wheatie you'd expect to see, right? That looks like a steel penny. I am astounded. I mean, somebody could have painted it, but I don't think so. If somebody wasted their time doing that, that's interesting. They did paint it. Wow. Well, I guess that's paint. 1951 Denver. That's kind of a letdown, but that's just weird that somebody would actually paint it. I'll go through the rest of this roll and see if we find any other finds like this. We are on to roll 48. And the back half of the roll, we got a little bit of a nice find there, other than the big gash, the Right side of Lincoln's head. It's a 1940 Philadelphia. So that's the second one of those that we have had. It's still the oldest Wheatie we have found today. I'll let you know if there's anything else in this roll. Okay, so we have gotten through all the rolls of this second box. And let's go ahead and just do a quick summarization of our finds. There are 17 wheats in total. I believe the first box gave us 8 Wheaties, and then the second box 9 Wheaties. So there really wasn't much difference between the two. And it's kind of at the bottom end of average, I would say. I'd like to see more, but then again, I'm getting spoiled with some of the boxes I've been getting of late. Anyway, the oldest Lincoln penny would be the 1940 Philadelphia. We got a couple of those, a couple of 1941s out of Philly, and the same for 1942. 1944 Philly, 1945 Philly, 1946 Phillies. Get to see a theme, and we're in Denver, by the way. Well, finally, a Denver coin, 1947. And come back up, and this was the one that broke my heart. It did, and it did break my heart. Thought I'd found a stealie, and believe me, if you'd seen this back like this, yeah, you can see a little bit of this coming through, but I think I've actually wiped away some of the paint, by the way. So anyway, that is a 51D with a nice silvery color of steel. Bad. 1954D, which I should have actually down here. Actually, should have all these down here. That's a 56D. I got 3 57Ds. And then a last year wheat, 1955, or 59. So that's 55, but I thought I had a 9 on here. Well, my fault on that. I'm getting older, I guess. So anyway, I do believe there's a 58 somewhere on there. Let's just do a real quick check here. I guess not. I'll have to go back through and kind of check that out. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at the collection books. Let me get a wider scan on that. Go ahead. Oh, not my fault. We did get some nice ones from Canada this time around, especially this one, the 1945 with King George. Let's return and check out the collection books, see if we have anything to add or anything to update. Okay, so on to the box hunt collections. The earlier collection list for pennies, the 1909 to 1940, there are no additions. I already had a 1940 in that. And we're only going to be filling one spot, and no upgrades here. That 47D will look very nice right in that position. Let's look at the backup, which I have just started. What was cool today was that this page here, if I can get it open, mostly got this filled. The only thing that was missing was a 1968 San Francisco. The ones that are getting filled today, and we're going to check real quickly here. We got a 55D. For some reason that thing is going to be stick in my craw for a long time. The 55D will be a new one. I'll get that in there. The 54D will also look nice in this set. And so the 56D. That's kind of it for the Wheaties on that page. I'm sorry. Here's the pseudo Steely. And I don't have a better representative, so she's going to get into the second-hand one there. Two spots over here on the first page. We got a 1944, then a 1942 that will fill that up. So, those are the ones for the Wheaties. I'm going to come back and actually look at the Canadian film. Okay, this collection would be Canadian cents. I was able to actually pick up last week at the Denver Coin Expo some Canadian small cent books going all the way back to 1920. Just in case I actually do find that. Pretty cheap over at the show. You can find lots of these there. But anyway, I thought we would keep up to date on these things too. A lot of these I'd already collected through several hunts, so you will not see any timestamps on them. But there's the one from today. It's my one and only King George small cent from 1945. That was a great find. So all of those have been found through previous hunts, as I kind of mentioned. And then we've got the ones going all the way to today. As you can see, none of these were filled today. From previous hunts, basically. So anyway, I thought I'd show you, and I'm going to keep up to date on that. That won't really take that long in any of these videos. So anyway, that was it for the penny hunt. I had to go a couple of boxes this time out. I don't know how many times I'll do that. Just because it seemed like a low volume, but you know what? The more I think about it, the more the last few weeks and these boxes I've been getting, I've been maybe a little bit spoiled. Maybe getting 8 Wheaties from a box is actually pretty strong. But anyway, I still might go to 2 boxes in the future, but I'm going to still try to keep it to 1 box. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I had a fun time going through it, even though there were lots of barren wastelands of time in between finds. I'm still pretty sad about that silver-painted coin that looked like a 1943 Steely. But I'll get over that. Anyway, we'll see you later. Please like and subscribe if you would like. And we'll see you the next time out.